In the greater Boston League between the Varsity Jets from Lynn and your Somerville Highlanders. Now for the introduction of our starting lineup first for the visiting Jets. Starting at left wing, number 8, AJ Lopez. Starting at center, number 34, Kyle Furlong. Starting at right wing, number 17, Tyler Whitten. On left defense, number 18, Anthony Alessi. On right defense, number 15, John Lowry. And starting in goal, number 14, Nick Zanino. Our coach by Mr. Brian Harmon. One of our seniors for a milestone accomplishment. In last week's game against Medford, he scored a goal, securing the first 100-point career for Somerville hockey in 7 years. Starting at center, captain of the Highlanders, number 4, starting at left wing, the senior and assistant captain of the Highlanders, number 7, on right wing, sophomore number 11, Brandon Hart. On left defense, junior number 5, Pasquale Tanzanino. Starting on the right defense, a sophomore and assistant captain of the Highlanders, number 13, Shane Jones. And starting in goal, sophomore number 1, Colin Roses. Assistant coaches for the Highlanders, Christian Quigley, Dylan Mauricio, and Rager Curry. And the head coach for the 6 years is Mr. Chris Amato. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to stand for the playing of our national anthem to honor America and those who serve and protect us.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon, and tonight the Highlanders welcome the Jets of Lynn into the vet. As the Highlanders come in with a record of 7-7 overall, the Jets come in 4-7-2 overall. As you look at the Highlanders' record, 7-7, that leaves them 3 victories away from their 3rd straight playoff appearance. So the Highlanders, 6 games remaining in the season, they need to win half of those to get into the playoffs. They will open a 3-game homestand tonight against the Jets. Then they will face off against Haverhill on Wednesday the 5th, and Keefe Tech next week Monday the 10th. All will be here at the Vet, and we will have coverage here on Somerville Ed TV as we are about to get underway. A huge night for Matt DeAngelis as he has become, with a goal against Medford, the first Somerville 100-point scorer in 7 seasons. Congratulations to Matt DeAngelis on that as we are underway here at the Vet. You see Matt D taking over right there as he brings it into the attacking zone. Offsides is going to be the call, as that will come back out of the zone. DeAngelis, of course, captain for the Highlanders, senior captain, one of the driving forces that's gotten them to the playoffs 3 straight years. Chris Casesso, his running mate, number 7, he is 2 points away from getting his 100th point as well. So we will see if he can get that tonight against the Jets. We are just underway. It would not be shocking if Casesso were to do that tonight. He had 5 assists against the Jets the last time these two teams played. But breaking in was Lopez. Good defense there by Candelino as he knocked that puck away. That one sent in, and Colin Rosas able to make the stop with the right pad. As Rosas getting the start for the Highlanders in goal. He is 3-3 on the season with an .830 save percentage. .366 is his goals against. As I mentioned, Highlanders 3 wins away from making the playoffs for the 3rd straight time. They currently are sitting at number 26 in Division 3. So they would make the playoffs without 10 wins currently by being in the top 32. But a 10th win would secure it totally for the Highlanders as they get it out of the zone, dumped back in by Mark Post. Highlanders pick it up, but good forecheck there by Joe Plowd. So Highlanders control. Foley will bang it off the board, send it up ice. Now Tim Jones carries it into the zone, sweeps it towards the net. Poked away by the goalie Nick Danino for the Jets. Now they have speed going the other way on the counter. Picked up in the far corner by A.J. Alessi. Tried to get around the net, but Seamus Foley able to carry it out, and Foley will carry it all the way down ice. So he makes the turn, fires it towards the net, and Danino will make the stop, and he will hold on. 13:04 remaining in the first period as we are just underway here from the Vet. Mentioned that the Highlanders beat the Jets. That was way back last year, back in December, as over in Lynn, Highlanders put the whooping on them 10-2. Casesso had 5 assists, Shane Doe with 5 assists, and Matty DeAngelis, well, he had 7 of those 10 goals. You see Shane Doe right there, and a goal as Doe stopped that first one, but could not stop the second pass to Lopez. So A.J. Lopez starts things off as the Jets able to get a break on the counterattack against the Highlanders. Stunning early goal here for the Jets as A.J. Lopez gives the Jets the lead. Face-off won by the Highlanders. Antonelli sends that up. Ben DiCarlo tried to keep it in, unable to, as the Jets were able to clear it for a moment. Now Tim Jones steals the puck in neutral ice. He's in against Danino. He fires that one. Danino kicks it wide. Now the Jets looking to control through center ice. They will look to dump down in, but blocked away by the Highlanders. As DiCarlo sent to the ice after dumping that one down. At the point, kept in by Doe. Sent out, though, by the Jets. And Doe will send that right back in, but we're going to have a stoppage. So face-off will stay down in the Jets zone. Jets jumping out to the big 1-goal lead here. A.J. Lopez put it home. Casesso feeds the point. Foley fires that one through. It got through to Danino, but he was able to stop it. Now Foley tries to hold him, but is unable to as the Jets trying to get another break. Jets with an odd man rush. Shane Doe stopped the first attempt at the cross, but then they were able to get the clean cross into Lopez, and he finished it off. Now Candelino skates in. Looks to center that one into the slot. It gets blocked aside. In the corner, Casesso and Candelino. Candelino, now Casesso. As the puck came out through the slot, but no danger there. Stolen away, fired in, and Danino has to make the stop with the glove as Casesso shot that from mid-ice. Danino holds on, face-off stays in the Jets' end. 11:22 remaining in the first period. Of course, this is GBL action, Greater Boston League action tonight. Jets currently in third place, Highlanders in second, Medford undefeated in first as the Highlanders have fell twice to Medford. Last time at Medford in overtime. Foley keeps that in, fires that one towards the net, and that is a Highlander goal. As Seamus Foley whips that one stick side on Danino. And the Highlanders have tied this one up with 11:14 remaining in the first period. Foley, of course, one of those senior leaders, one of those people, one of those players that's really helped lead them to the playoffs. He's passed 2 seasons and hopes to lead them back to the playoffs here for a third straight. As the Jets win that draw, trying to get it through neutral ice, carrying it through is Witten. He's down into the corner, defended by Foley. They get it back to the point where Alessi sends that one in, and it will be held on to by Rosas. Face-off stays in the Highlanders' end. 10:55 remaining here in the first period. Playoffs a huge factor, of course. Highlanders hockey looking to make their third straight appearance. Jets able to hold that in. Candelino reverses it to the near side. Doe back to Candelino now. Strong forecheck here for the Jets. Holding things in at the point, firing that one towards the nets. Witten. His shot, though, kicked aside by Rosas. Now they're able to get it to DeAngelis, and he's got speed down ice. That's dangerous. He's also got Braden Hart with him. As DeAngelis goes around behind the net, tries to center it. He's able to poke it all the way across to the point where Casesso picks up. He'll drop it to DeAngelis, now to Doe. Doe whiffs on that pass. Puck all the way back down ice will be picked up by Casesso, but he misses that one, and the Jets come away with it as Lopez controlled. Candelino pokes that one away right to DeAngelis, and Matty D into the attacking zone. It's DeAngelis right through the legs of the defender, but just couldn't quite keep control of it as Furlong was able to steal it away. Puck dumped back into the zone. Highlanders have a good opportunity here as the Jets are in a line change. Foley will squeeze in, he'll fire that one, and the rebound attempt by Tim Jones. Danino able to stop it as the Jets got caught in a line change. Foley realized it quickly, squeezed in a little bit for the shot, had Tim Jones right there on the weak side waiting for a rebound. He did get the rebound, but Danino, an excellent job keeping the pad down. Now face off here, battled for. Jets get it away. Can't maintain possession though. Spun away by Post, and Post is into the attacking zone. Now the Jets have it fired towards the goal. That goes wide as Lopez, or I should say, Pedro Lopez sent that one wide. Pinero sends that around. Battled for Foley against the boards. Now against the near boards. Aggressive forecheck here for the Jets, keeping the Highlanders from being able to get out of the zone. Tim Jones, he'll carry it out. Gets it into neutral ice. As Post sends it right back into the zone. Tried to get it forward to Antonelli. He couldn't quite pick it up. Now Antonelli will get it. He'll send it into the attacking zone, and the Highlanders will get the change. 8:25 remaining in the first period. Highlanders tied with the Jets 1-1. So the Jets pick it up. They'll dump it in. Casesso carries it. Gives it off to DeAngelis. Right back looking for Braden Hart. Hart and Casesso into the attack. Casesso mid-boards. Looks for DeAngelis in the slot. And that one's taken away by Lopez. Hart able to control. He'll drive in, he'll fire that one, and Danino will glove it and hold on. 7:55 remaining in the first period. Don't forget, we also have basketball action here on Somerville Ed TV. We've got the boys basketball team as they are playing Revere tonight. They have 5 games left. They have to win 4 of their last 5 to get into the playoffs. Over on the girls' side, they've already qualified for the playoffs as they have 11 wins on the season. They're going back to the playoffs for the first time since 2019. And we will have coverage of their games this week as well on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, get those subscriptions up. We want 3,000 subscribers by the spring. As the Highlanders get the steal there, Hart with the steal. And the ref says it came out of the zone. So the offside's called on Somerville. 7:28 remaining here in the first period. Jones into the face-off circle. He will win that. Candelino dumps it into the zone. Antonelli in the corner. Jones comes away with it. Now wrapped around the boards. Knocked out there for a moment by Witten, just couldn't quite get the puck. And the Highlanders control as Casesso, or strike that, Candelino with speed through neutral ice. Pasquale sends it back to the point. Shane Doe is there, but it's stolen away by Lopez as A.J. Lopez has speed into the zone. Good job by Tim Jones getting back to knock that puck away. Dumped in, Highlanders will control. Good opportunity here as they get the Jets in a line change. Antonelli he'll dump it in. Highlanders changing behind the play. As Marco Lewis into the game, number 2 for the Highlanders. That kept in at the point, and DeAngelis just barely let it get over that blue line. For the offside, 6:18 remaining here in the first period. A 1-1 tie between the Highlanders and the Jets. The Jets being very aggressive on the forecheck, not allowing the Highlanders a lot of space getting out of the zone. We'll see if they can switch that around as Shane Doe gets in, fires that one as Danino sticks it aside. Now the pass looking for Braden Hart from Casesso. Casesso, 98 points in his career, looking to become the second Highlander this year to notch 100 career points. If he gets 2, he will have that to join Matt DeAngelis. As Doe at the point, gives it over to Foley. Foley, he's got a goal tonight. Tried to find Casesso in the slot, came off of a skate and cleared the zone. That one able to clear the zone. Doe has to chase it all the way down. Mid-boards far side, Casesso looking to control. As he brings it out, stolen away. Good opportunity there for Owen Travers. Good job by Shane Doe to knock it away. As Doe controls behind the net, reverses it. DeAngelis will pick it up. Good stop there by Matty D. Avoiding the check, gets it back to Foley, and the Highlanders control. As DeAngelis dumps that one in, the Highlanders go for a change. 4:50 remaining in the period, still tied 1-1. As DiCarlo with speed was able to pick that puck up off of somebody's skate. Now Tim Jones chasing it out into the corner, but poked away by the Jets. So they get it all the way up ice. Joe plowed, though. All right, strike that. That would be Tyler Witten. Whistled for the icing on that. Face-off will come back to the Jets in 4:32 remaining here in the first period. Now, Witten carries it out for the Jets. He's got Lopez with him, but he gets it poked away. As Foley tries to hit DeAngelis. Nice steal there, an attempt into the slot by Furlong, but the Highlanders up to the task as DiCarlo now down ice. Gets it into the zone. Antonelli in the corner. Jones in to help him. Jets come away with it. As Furlong controlled, tried to hit Crowley, or I should say, Witten up ice. Too far, the icing will be the call. Face-off comes back to the Jets zone. 3:53 remaining in the first period. Highlanders tied with the Jets. Goals by A.J. Lopez for the Jets and Seamus Foley for the Highlanders as Braden Hart controls. Now it's going to be carried out by Witten. As Casesso will look to clear it away. Witten looks to control. Doe will knock it into the corner where DeAngelis picks it up. And unable to keep it in at the point is Lopez. As Matt DeAngelis just trying to sneak his way through. It winds up with A.J. Lopez. He fires that one up high. Too high off the glass. Now Braden Hart carries it in, gives to DeAngelis, back to Hart. Back to DeAngelis, and that one just wide. As Sereno was able to get a stick in there for the Jets. 3 minutes remaining. Highlanders with a good scoring chance there. Casesso picks the pocket, goes back to the point. Sent back down by Pinero. Now back to the point, Pinero unable to control. And Casesso picks this one up. He goes around, nice job there, around two Jets, trying to get him to the middle there. And he's sent down to the ice, and Antonelli is going to get whistled for the trip. So the Highlanders will be down a man for two of the final 2 minutes and 29 seconds. So hooking is actually the call. Antonelli into the sin bin. Jets with the man advantage. That one fired towards the net by Crowley. Stopped by Rosas. The rebound attempt handled by Rosas as he covers it up. Face-off stays in the Highlander zone. 2:21 remaining in the first period. Tied up 1-1. 1:53 remaining in the man advantage for the Jets. Face-off won once again. So they get it back to Crowley. His pass through the slot, intercepted by Tim Jones, as Jones looking to make something happen with the shorty. Now Foley. Foley will send that one into the zone, but it bounced off the ref. Now back the other direction, Witten fires that one as it bounced, I believe, off of Candelino and went wide to the near side. Jets able to save this in as Crowley gets it over to the far side. Lopez finds Crowley again here mid-boards. Crowley tries to go around DiCarlo, but Tim Jones was there to clear it away. 1 minute remaining in the penalty. Good spin there by Witten as he enters the Highlander zone. Drops it to Lopez. DeAngelis gets the skate to it. That one looking for the cross-ice pass to Lopez, picked up by Casesso. DeAngelis was well out ahead, but knocked down. Nicely done by Furlong. Now breaking in is Lopez. He's their goal scorer, and he gets his second of the game as he gets the power play goal. Glove side on Rosas. A.J. Lopez with his second goal of the game. That's a power play goal, and now the Jets lead 2-1. 1:08 remaining here in the first period. Jets' forecheck has been excellent. Really, Highlanders have struggled to get the puck out of their zone and control through neutral ice and generate scoring opportunities of their own. Braden Hart able to pull that out of the faceoff circle. He'll dump it in. As Sereno pokes it around. Handled at the point by Doe. Tried to pass it over to DeAngelis. Now DeAngelis into the corner with it. Tries to get it back to the point to Candelino. Candelino fires that one towards the net. Deflected wide by Sereno. As we have a whistle. Holding is going to be the call. As Pedro Lopez will go to the box. The Highlanders, for the last 39 seconds of this period, will have the man advantage. Not what the Jets wanted to have happen, as they were looking to pull out of this period with the lead 2-1. Now the Highlanders have the man advantage with 39 seconds left. Damian Jackson has come into the game for the Highlanders in the net, by the way. So we have a goalie change already between the pipes as Rosas gave up those 2 goals to Lopez. Doe keeps it in, tries the shot, and DeAngelis gets the rebound and puts it home. As Matt DeAngelis gets the power play goal. That is his 25th goal of the year. Adds to his 100-plus career points. Highlanders have tied this up 2-2. So the Lopez penalty really hurts the Jets. Now Casesso trying to get through. Or strike that. That was DiCarlo trying to get through. Now DiCarlo tried to pick it up, but unable to. Foley looking to keep it in. Now DeAngelis picks it up. And knocked out by Lopez. DeAngelis will spin and dump that. 5 seconds remaining in the period as Crowley knocks it out of the corner. And that will do it for the first period of play, as we are all tied here at the Vet. 2-2, as the Jets have put 2 in. A goalie change for the Highlanders, but they have put 2 in as well. We will have second period action for you here on Somerville Ed TV in a moment. We are back at the Vet, Veterans Memorial Ice Rink in Somerville, as the Highlanders tied with the Jets of Lynn 2-2 after 1 period of action, as A.J. Lopez scored 2 for the Jets. One of them a power play goal that chased out starting goalie Colin Rosas. Damian Jackson in between the pipes now for the Highlanders. On the Highlanders side, Seamus Foley evened things up after Lopez's first goal. And then the Highlanders equaled it up late in the period with a Matt DeAngelis power play goal. And that's how we got 2-2. As we look to the second period of action, Matt DeAngelis, of course, celebrating being the first Highlander in 7 years to reach 100 career points, as he did that against Medford on the road, an overtime loss last week. So congratulations to Matt DeAngelis. Chris Casesso, his running mate, number 7, has 98 career points, 2 points away from joining Matt DeAngelis with 100 in his career. As the Highlanders did not look great in that first period, struggled to control the puck, and gave up an odd man rush, resulting in that first goal for Lopez. Highlanders carrying it out of the zone this time. Able to get out the Jets with a very active forecheck as Kyle Antonelli getting physical. You get a feeling there was some talk about physicality in the Highlander locker room there during the break between periods. As Casesso sends that in, Highlanders had to clear the zone. As the line change for the Highlanders, the Jets trying to get it out. Foley will pick it up. Now Casesso carrying through neutral ice. He's in, he'll fire, and Danino gives up the rebound. There's DeAngelis looking to get it, but it gets cleared away by Lopez. Now sent in, and there's Casesso off of the beautiful pass, puts it right home into the back of the net as he gets his 99th career point. One away from 100. Chris Casesso, his 17th goal of the season. Of course, Casesso, DeAngelis, Jones, and Foley, the seniors on this team, looking to return to the playoffs for the third year in a row. As the Highlanders looking far more energetic coming out here in the second half than they did in the first. Braden Hart with the steal in neutral ice gives it to DeAngelis. Now to Casesso. Casesso between defenders gives it back to the point to Foley. Foley looking for DeAngelis. DeAngelis looking for Hart, and he finds him for the Highlander goal. As Braden Hart picks up his third of the season. DeAngelis with his 16th assist. Foley also picking up an assist. That'll be 14 for Seamus. Tic-tac-toe, and the Highlanders lead 3-2. Now the Jets trying to come back from this rough opening minute 45 where the Highlanders have scored twice. They clear it all the way down ice. Did get touched, so no icing. Shane Doe picks it up. Doe reverses it as Foley has it. Foley gets it forward. Antonelli drops it into the attacking zone. Doe will keep it in at the point. Now the Jets trying to clear it out of the zone. They are able to get it out as Furlong gives it off to Lopez. Lopez here near side to Witten. Witten fires that one in. Jackson with the save. And Lopez ridden away from any rebound opportunity. Nice job defensively there by Matt DeAngelis. He, of course, is do anything DeAngelis. Actually, strike that. I misread the jersey on that one. That was Pasquale Candolino with that nice defensive play. As DeAngelis getting back on the ice surface, Casesso with him. Casesso into the corner with Hart. Gets cleared away to Furlong. As Furlong now will get checked by Hart in neutral ice, and the Highlanders pick up the puck. Casesso to Hart, looks for DeAngelis, gets past him. Witten picks it up. As Witten sends that down ice, being chased down by Comio, but picked up by Doe. Kept in for a moment as Hart trying to clear it. A nice save there, kick save by Jackson as the Jets were able to get it towards the goal. Now the Highlanders come out with speed. Shane Doe gives it off, and Casesso, it's just been announced, with an earlier assist and his goal, has reached 100 career points. So congratulations to Chris Casesso for his 100th point as a Highlander, joining Matt DeAngelis with 100 points. First time in 7 years that a Highlander hockey player has reached 100 career points. Foul on that play will be called. Jets will get the man advantage as Casesso will celebrate his 100th point in the sin bin. Highlanders leading 4-2 after the early goals here by Casesso. And Hart. Power play now. They've got 1-for-1 on the power play are the Jets as A.J. Lopez was able to get the power play goal earlier. Jackson saves that one. It got through to him from the point from Serino. He was able to hold on to it. Face-off stays in the Highlanders in. 1:43 remaining in the Highlander penalty. 10:36 remaining in the second period. Highlanders have come out with a spring in their step after a lacking first period that ended in a 2-2 tie. They now lead 4-2. As Furlong controls, tries to get it to the slot, as Witten with the shot there gets blocked. Now Foley has him pinned against the boards. The puck comes out. Furlong looking to control, but Foley comes away with it. Held in at the point for a moment, but Foley will clear it fully now. Furlong picks it up in neutral ice. Poked by Tim Jones. Now DiCarlo and Jones trying to get it out of that off the boards. 1 minute remaining in the power play as Lopez will bring it into the zone. Gets past Foley. As the puck back to Lopez in the corner. Lopez fires that one wide of the net around to the point where Crowley has it. Crowley fires that one wide of the net as well. Now Comau. He'll skate back. Give that one off to Furlong, I should say. His shot blocked by Tim Jones out of the zone. 30 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Jets, as Crowley will carry this one in. Lopez in the corner, battling with Candelino. Lopez comes out with it. Gives it to the point to Furlong. His pass taken away by Hart, as Hart is in. He fires that one wide as DeAngelis joined the rush. 6 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Lopez is in, but the puck is taken away. There's Witten as he's trying to get in there. Wasn't quite able to get the shot off, and Casesso's out of the box. We have a whistle, and play is stopped. 8:48 remaining in the second period. Highlanders, after a lackluster first period that ended in a 2-2 tie, now they will go on the man advantage as A.J. Lopez goes into the box. Highlanders with a power play goal as well. Matt DeAngelis had a power play goal on the Highlanders' first power play of the game. Here is their second, as Casesso has it. Casesso skating out from behind the net, goes to the point. Trying to find an opening in this shorthanded defense. Gives it to DeAngelis. DeAngelis, looking for Candelino, just couldn't quite get it past Danino. Saved in by Doe. Doe sends it towards the net. DeAngelis couldn't quite poke it in. Danino with the save. That puck all the way down into the Highlander zone on the near boards. As DiCarlo sends it here near side to Candelino. Candelino into the attacking zone, drops it to Casesso. That one deflects off a skate of post out of the zone. Minute remaining here in the Highlander power play. It's Casesso down into the far corner. Chased down by DeAngelis. As he sent a jet into the boards there is Pedro Lopez. DeAngelis coming out with that puck, but carried away by Serino out of the slot. Highlanders continuing to work, though, keeping hold of the puck as DiCarlo back reverses it. I should say, Candelino reversing it. 5 and 6, very, very difficult numbers to see the difference between them. That puck sent all the way down ice. 29 seconds remaining in the Highlander power play as they look to reset here. Line change for the power play unit. Shane Doe will carry it out. As Doe carries it all the way into the attacking zone, and he fires that one looking to get into that short side there of Danino, but Danino's able to hold on. Face-off stays in the Jets' end. 7:01 remaining in the second period. 14 seconds remaining in the Highlander man advantage. Highlanders with the 4-2 edge want to add to that 2-goal lead. It's Tim Jones in the face-off circle. Sent back to the point by Costa. Foley, he's got a goal. He fires that one wide of the net. Doe picks it up at the point, keeps it in. Back to Antonelli, back to Doe. Chopped it to Tim Jones. Timmy just couldn't quite hold on to that one, as that's sent out by Witten. Power play is over for the Highlanders. Both teams 1 for 2 on their power plays. Costa looks to clear, unable to. That one sent in all the way through to Jackson off of the stick of Crowley, but he was able to kick it aside. Now Antonelli with the pass block, but Crowley able to corral it, sends it forward to Witten. Now odd man rush the other way on the counter, and Witten fires that one in there. Jackson will hold on, as he was perfectly positioned to stop that shot by Tyler Witten. 6:11 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders leading by 2, 4-2. Furlong and DeAngelis. DeAngelis wins the draw. And DeAngelis trying to carry it out. The Jets actually kept it in the zone, as Briggs chases it down to the corner. Pass to the slot, nobody home. That one pokes off a skate. The Highlanders were trying to collect it, and it ended up in the glove of Damian Jackson. Nice job by Jackson staying awake there, as that puck bounced off one of the Highlanders' skates and was a little bit dangerous. Face-off won by the Highlanders once again. Sent around the net, Braden Hart looking to collect it. Battling with Lopez. Hart gets it out to DeAngelis. DeAngelis here near side to Casesso. Highlanders, good rush there, but the pass by Casesso knocked high by Crowley. Now DeAngelis steals it, gives it to Casesso. Nice save by Danino, as he stoned Casesso here near side. Kept in at the point, and the puck bouncing around and bounced into the Highlander bench. A face-off will stay in the Jets zone. 5:12 remaining here in the second period. 2-goal lead for the Highlanders. I mentioned this is the opening of a 3-game home set for the Highlanders. They, of course, have Lynn, the Jets tonight. They have Haverhill coming up on Wednesday. And then next week, on Monday the 10th, they'll have Keith Tech in here to the Vet. We'll have coverage of all 3 of those games here on Somerville Ed TV. If the Highlanders are able to sweep this homestand, they will be in the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row. Need to take care of business tonight against the Jets, though, as Doe couldn't quite keep that one in. And the Jets down ice will keep it in themselves, as Post kept that one in. Post trying to come off the boards with it, and he will. Very dangerous as he sweeps that one towards Jackson. He's stuck it aside and now picked up by Doe with speed. Doe has DiCarlo, but the pass was blocked. Now Foley in neutral ice gives it to Jones. Jones fires that one in, and the Highlanders go for a change. Now Post tries to carry that one in, knocked away by Candelino. Kept in by the Jets, as Plowd sends it back behind the Highlander net, cycling it deeper. DeAngelis will carry it out, tried to get it to Casesso. Here's Post again. He's got lots of speed. Tried to get that one past Jackson. Shot there by Plowd. Had to be stuck aside by Jackson. 2 saves there by Jackson, as Damien came in to take over for Colin Rosas, who had a tough start, allowing 2 goals to A.J. Lopez. Now Braden Hart, far corner, unable to control. Jets unable to clear. Casesso keeps it in. Just for a moment, though, as the Jets send that one on down ice. Jackson will collect it. Hands it off. Jets went for the change. Highlanders looking for some speed here as Casesso is into the zone. Casesso dekes and just couldn't quite collect it after he sent it through Furlong's legs. Ended up with Danino. And the face-off will stay in the Jets' end. 3:06 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders up 4-2. That one held in by Braden Hart and poked away as the Jets can't quite get it through neutral ice. Hart cycling back through, able to get it back into the attacking zone. Candolino unable to keep it in. Witten is up ice with it. As that puck gets into the slot, taken away by the Highlanders as Casesso has it. Candolino and Casesso with DeAngelis trailing. He's got the puck. Fires that one, and that one's gloved by Danino. He will hold on. Face-off will stay in the Jets zone. 2:30 remaining in the second period. We will have coverage of any playoff action that happens on the ice involving the Highlanders if they're able to get those 3 needed wins or maintain a ranking lower than 32, better than 32nd. They are currently number 26 in the most recent rankings. The Jets trying to clear this out of the zone. Foley sends it right back in as the Highlanders do clear the zone. And the Jets not playing the puck at all, just letting the Highlanders come on in, wasting a little bit of time, trailing by 2 goals. 2:06 remains here in the second period. Jones in the face-off circle. He'll win it to Antonelli. That one fired by DiCarlo. Came off the blocker of Danino. Nice move there by Furlong as Foley is able to chase him down. Good check there by Foley. Good physical check, but he's going to get called for it there for cross-check. I didn't necessarily see the cross-check on that. It looked like he led with his shoulder on it, but it could have very easily been a boarding. So Foley will take a seat. Third power play for the Jets. They are 1 for 2 on their power plays, but 0 for 1 on power plays with Damian Jackson in goal for the Highlanders. Minute 45 remaining here in the second period, so this period could end on the power play and the third could begin on the power play. As Crowley keeps it in at the point. Doe steals it away. DeAngelis trying to get it out, and he does. Matty D's got some speed, and he's got Casesso, and Casesso back to Nat. Oh, looking for the shorty, but Danino was there. Now all the way down ice, Highlanders need to clear it out of the zone, and they do. As Casesso will feed DeAngelis. Another shorthanded opportunity here as Casesso gets it. Casesso fires that one, and Danino swallows that one up. Minute 20 remaining in the Highlander penalty and the Jets power play, but the Highlanders have generated multiple shots here, shorthanded, as Casesso and DeAngelis have been very, very, very active. Jets win that face-off. Unable to clear it cleanly, though, as Alessi finally able to get it out of the zone to Post. Post gets it wide here to the near side to Lopez. Lopez to Witten. Witten swings and misses as he hits it wide of the net. Now Post with it. Looks for Lopez. Lopez tries to get that through the slot. It goes through clean as Witten was unable to get the shot towards goal. He tries to pick it up, and he's able to keep it in for a moment here. Jets on the man advantage here. 40 seconds remaining, 30 seconds remaining in the period. And another opportunity for the Highlanders, shorthanded as Casesso broke in, but he was taken down by Post. Now Lopez, he's in. He has Alessi, who drops it across ice to post. Post shot, too high, hits the glass. 11 seconds remaining in the period. DeAngelis has a possibility here, but can't quite get it past the last defender. He has another chance here as he goes into the zone. He's sent down to the ice by Alessi, and that will do it for the second period of action as the Highlanders righted the ship at the beginning of the period, scoring 2 goals as Braden Hart got his 3rd of the season and Chris Casesso got his 100th career point. And the Highlanders lead 4-2 as we go to the 3rd period. Here is From the Vet on Somerville Ed TV. We are back at the Vet, Veterans Memorial Ice Rink in Somerville, here on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon. We have the 3rd period coming to you between the Highlanders and the Lynn Jets. Highlanders lead this one 4-2 as we enter the 3rd period. Highlanders a lackluster first period as it ended 2-2 at the end of that period. Their starting goalie, Colin Rosas, pulled after giving up the 2nd goal in that period. Damian Jackson has come on. He was clean throughout the 2nd period. Highlanders came out in that 2nd period, electrified. Kyle Antonelli, a big hit, followed by Braden Hart with a goal, and then Chris Casesso with a goal as well. Chris Casesso's goal, his 100th point in his Highlander career. So Chris Casesso, congratulations. You joined Matt DeAngelis, your teammate, your running mate for these years, at over 100 career points, as Matt DeAngelis secured his 100th career point with a goal at Medford last week. First time in 7 years that a Highlander hockey player has accrued 100 points in his career. And this year, 2 have met that milestone. Matt DeAngelis, Chris Casesso, leading the Highlanders as they look to get back to the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row. They lead Lynn by the score of 4-2. They start down a man here for the first 10 seconds, and those 10 seconds have already passed. So Foley is out of the bin. DeAngelis with the long pass gives off to Foley. Stolen away by Witten after Foley couldn't control. Now Lopez, he's the goal scorer for Lynn, as Furlong had that taken away by Braden Hart. Hart, nice move there, looking to get by the defender Crowley. That one sent back to the point, but kept in by Doe. As Braden Hart once again collects it, gives it off to Casesso. Casesso sends it behind the net, but receives a check from Alessi. Now Foley fires that one in. He's got a goal tonight and an assist. That one wide of the net. Doe keeps it in at the point. Referee's hand is up as Lopez and Casesso got into it a bit. Lopez is the one whistled, and he will go off. That's going to be the trip on Lopez. So the Highlanders will get their 3rd power play opportunity. They are 1 for 2 on the power play, as Matt DeAngelis has a power play goal for the Highlanders. Face-off won momentarily by the Highlanders, but then sent out by the Jets. Highlanders control in their own end, leading 4-2. And the man advantage as Candelino gives it off to DeAngelis, who dumps it in. Antonelli looking for it mid-boards, but the Jets are able to get it as Witten clears that one out. DiCarlo down behind the Highlander net. Gives off to Doe. Antonelli now with it. Cycles it deeper, gives it Tim Jones behind the net. Gets it out to the point. Sent here near side. Sent in by DiCarlo. And that one will go up and out of play into the netting. Minute 2 remains on the penalty. 12:49 remains in the game. As the face-off won by the Highlanders, Candelino near boards to Casesso through the slot, passed off to Tim Jones. Jones' first shot gets repulsed. Second shot, rebound came off to Casesso and he couldn't collect. Now Candelino near side boards. The Jets down 2 goals, trying to get active there on the forecheck, shorthanded. DiCarlo carrying in, gives it to DeAngelis. DeAngelis looking to control. He's pulled off the puck by Mark Post. DeAngelis ends up pulling it away, gives it to Casesso, back to Candelino, over to Foley. Foley through the slot to Casesso. Casesso looking for DeAngelis, and Matty just couldn't get a clear shot at it there as Comau, number 16, had gotten in the way. Long pass down, touched up by Tim Jones into the zone. As Furlong was able to usher it out of the zone, Candelino, his dump in up high. Danino caught it, dropped it. The Jets playing it there, but it winds up with Chris Casesso, and that's end for the Highlander goal. As Casesso will make sure this was a goal. He never actually pointed, did the referee. So I want to make sure this is a goal. I believe it is. Yes, it is. There we go. Chris Casesso gets his second goal of the night. He's got 2 goals, an assist, and he's got 101 career points. What a night for Chris Casesso. Highlanders lead 5-2. Into the game for the Highlanders, was able to get that puck away for a moment into the attacking zone. So the Highlanders now with a 3-goal lead. Now Candelino in. It's checked against the boards, held in at the point by Foley. As Lewis chasing it down to the corner. Antonelli now mid-boards trying to get control. Furlong will chase that behind the Jets net where he carries it out. Tries to get that up to Witten. Poked away by Candelino, sent back into the attacking zone for the Highlanders. 10:07 remaining in the game. Highlanders with a 3-goal lead, 5-2. Chris Casesso has notched his second goal of the night and his 100th point in his Somerville career. As that puck goes up off the netting, face-off will come just outside the Jets zone. 9:55 remaining in the game. Highlanders with the 3-goal lead. As DeAngelis wins that back to Foley, who dumps it in. Casesso sends it into the slot. DeAngelis picks it up, gives it back to Casesso. Casesso shot, posted off to the far side. Now DeAngelis in the corner, looking to control. He's got 2 Jets there with him. He's able to pull it out and control, though, as he goes in to the slot, fires that one off the pad of Danino. As Pinero will send that one back into the zone, but an offsides, I believe, is going to be the call. Face-off comes back outside the Jets zone. 9:23 remaining in the game. Face-off won by the Jets. As Comau tries to get that forward, but instead, taken away by the Highlanders. Zach Howe into the game for them. Dumps it into the zone. That one sent all the way down. Icing is going to be the call. Face-off will come back to the Jets zone. 9:06 remaining. Highlanders with the 3-goal lead. A win tonight leaves them 2 wins away from a playoff spot, their 3rd straight year in the playoffs. A great way to cap off the careers of those 2 100-goal scorers as Casesso gets his 100 point, I should say. His 100th point tonight. DeAngelis got his 100th career point last week at Medford. Congratulations to those 2 tremendous Highlander players. It's Candelino and DiCarlo right in front of us here with Tim Jones. Furlong came out with it though. As he spins, tries to send it through the slot. Candelino knocked it down. Jones carried it away. Poked out by Howe. Now Furlong, he'll touch it into the zone. Candelino sends it over to the midboards to DiCarlo. But Furlong able to keep that one in as Witten trying to control for the Jets. Furlong, he'll shovel that one towards the net, but blocked by Tim Jones. Now Shane Doe on the far side. That one's going to go all the way down, clean through for icing off of Doe's stick. Face-off will come back to the Highlander end. 8:02 remaining in the game. Don't forget, we talk about the Highlander hockey team looking for, hopefully with a win tonight, 2 more wins to get into the playoffs. The boys basketball team needs to pull off 4 wins in their final 5 games as they play at Revere tonight in one of those final 5 games in order to make the playoffs. And the Highlander girls basketball team, well, they're already in the playoffs as they got their 11th win of the season against Shawsheen Tech last week. As DeAngelis, his shot, gloved by Danino and held on. 7:45 remaining. Face-off stays in the Jets' end. So the Highlander girls will be playing Revere tomorrow night on Tuesday, the 4th. They have the opportunity this week to secure a GBL championship in addition to a playoff spot. So great things happening on the hardwood as well as the ice in Highlander Nation. Keep it right here on Somerville Ed TV. And you will know what is going on as Chris Casesso with a great check gives it off to Pinero. His shot is gloved by Danino, and Danino holds on. 7:22 remaining in the game. Highlanders with the 3-goal lead. Chris Casesso gets his 100th point in his career tonight with his 2nd goal of the night. Matt DeAngelis got his 100th point of his Highlander career last week against Medford at Medford. Those are your 2 leaders on this team, along with Seamus Foley and Tim Jones, your senior leadership on this team, looking to make the playoffs for that 3rd straight year. As DiCarlo was able to fire that one off the pads of Danino, but it went wide off of the pads. Kept in by Jones, fires that one towards the net. Furlong was able to block it. Kept in by DiCarlo. DiCarlo spinning, trying to get it towards the slot. Antonelli ends up with it. He'll cycle it deeper to Tim Jones. As Jones, backhanded, pass right there to DiCarlo, could not quite get it past Danino. Candelino at the point keeps it in. So Highlanders keep this focused attack, leading by 3 goals. DiCarlo doing good work out there on this shift, keeping it deep, keeping it in that zone. Antonelli as well, cycling it deeper, making the Jets work. So they get it to Lopez here mid-boards, but Doe picks it up. He fires it, gets blocked. Antonelli, he'll fire that one. Gets knocked aside as DiCarlo was there trying to deflect it. And finally, the Jets able to clear the zone with 6 minutes remaining in the game. Good pressure put on that time by the Highlanders, and that puck all the way down. Icing is going to be the call. Face-off will come back to the Jets end. 5:53 remaining in the game. Highlanders holding on to the 5-2 lead. As DeAngelis will be in the face-off circle for the Highlanders. That one won by the Jets. Highlanders looking to pick it up though. Coming out is Witten. Or strike that, that's Serino. Is that? Well, come on back to the Jets' end on the icing as nobody was able to touch up that puck. 5:42 remaining. Highlanders win this one clean to Casesso. Shot by Foley, wide to the right. Casesso picks it up in the corner. 3 Jets over there looking to dispossess him, so he gets a little bit of help. But the Jets able to clear it out. Now Foley, A.J. Alessi and Foley, 2 of the bigger physical players out there. Alessi ended up on the ice. DeAngelis ends up with speed in the attacking zone. He drops it off for Casesso. Back to DeAngelis. DeAngelis to the point. Gives that one off. Nice move there by Pinero as he gave it to Foley. Foley's shot deflected wide by DeAngelis. Now DeAngelis collects it in the corner. Tried to give that one off to Lewis. Got by him though. Lewis now trying to control in the slot. He'll chase it over to the corner. Lewis battling there in the corner with Kumau. As the puck pops out, looks like Post is going to jump on it, and he does. Post, a very fast skater, very dangerous as he's in, but his shot once again up high as he loses his edge into the boards. Now, line change for the Highlanders. Jets trying to also make a line change, so no advantage to be taken. Tim Jones in neutral ice sends that one into the attacking zone. Matt Costa looking to chase it down. 4:05 remaining in the game. Tim Jones mucking about on the boards as he likes to do. Jets able to get it out. Doe sends it right back in. Now the Jets able to pick this one up as Komau comes out. He will send that one down ice, and it needs to be addressed there by Damian Jackson. Jackson has been clean. No goals against him since he came on after the starter Rosas gave up the first 2 goals to the Jets. That one scooped towards the net. Candelino in, fires, backhanded. Knocked aside by Danino. Held in at the point. Sent back down by Tim Jones as Danino was able to knock that one aside. Candelino will dump that back in, and the Highlanders get a change behind it. Now DeAngelis back in, blocks the pass, gets control of the puck on the forecheck, gives it to DiCarlo. DiCarlo fires, and that is a Highlander goal for Ben DiCarlo. As DiCarlo picks up his 3rd of the season. DiCarlo has been really strong, especially in this 3rd period. He gets the reward on that one as he finds the back of the net. Highlanders now lead 6-2. The assist on that will go to Matt DeAngelis. That's his 2nd assist of the night. And that one's stolen by Braden Hart. Hart scoops it towards the net. Danino didn't control. DeAngelis with the slapper gets deflected wide. Lopez tries to clear. DeAngelis steals it away. Kept in by Foley. Fired towards the net. That time held on to by Danino. As Matt Pinero sent that one in. Pinero looking for his first goal of the year. 2:36 remains in the game. The Highlanders leading this one 6-2. looking to notch their 8th win of the season, leaving them 2 wins shy of the playoffs, their 3rd straight playoff appearance. As Antonelli controls behind the net, put that one out, Casesso, or strike that. That's Antonio Lewis getting his first ice time of the night. Highlanders with the 6-2 lead, 2:26 remaining in the game. Kept in at the point by Doe. She fires that one clean through to Dodino, who will glove it and hold on. Highlanders have games coming up here at the Vet. Actually, a 4-game homestand they have over the next week and a half. As Travers carries that in, but unable to keep it in the zone. Offsides is going to be the call. Highlanders will be facing off against Haverhill on Wednesday, a team that they can beat. They did beat earlier this year. Look for a win, or they did beat last year, I should say. They have 2 games against Haverhill coming up in this last batch of 5. As Danino will hold on to that one. Shot in by Chris Casesso. Minute 59 left in the game. Highlanders with the 6-2 lead. Looking to go a game over 500, lead them 2 wins shy of the playoffs. They'll be facing Haverhill on Wednesday. That's 5:30 here at the Vet, Wednesday the 5th. As that one gets through, Danino sticks it aside. They will face Keith Tech next Monday. That will be the 10th, as Danino holds on to that one. That will be at 5:30 here at the Vet. And then Wednesday at 6:30, they will face off against Methuen with revenge on their mind, as Methuen defeated them 7-2 last week. So the Highlanders would love to get some revenge against Methuen. They could have already qualified for the playoffs by that point in time. We will see. I believe that will be senior night. That will be 6:30 here at the Vet against Methuen. And that will finish their home portion of their schedule with 2 games remaining on the road. As that held on to by Damian Jackson, minute 35 remaining in the game. Highlanders lead this one 6-2. So the Highlanders have this 4-game homestand. If they can win 3 of these 4 games, they will wind up in the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row. This is the first of those 4 games, so check one off as they lead 6-2, a minute and a half remaining. Witten tries to control, he gets it out. Furlong and Witten. Highlanders take it away as Pinero sends it out of the zone. 1 minute remaining in the game. Highlanders with the comfy 4-goal lead. Matt Pinero sends that into the zone. Now Matt Costa gets the goal, gets the stick in there. Forces the Jets to reset. Marco Lewis also trying to steal it from Furlong, but Furlong able to get through him. Now Marco got the best of him there as he cycles it down behind the Highlander net. Costa gives off to Lewis, but he isn't able to clear. Now Pinero looks to clear, but unable to, as that did get out. We're going to have an offsides call with 10 seconds remaining. Faceoff comes outside the Highlander zone. So the Highlanders will pick up the win tonight, move their record to 8-7. Game coming up against Haverhill on Wednesday. We will have coverage here on Somerville Ed TV at 5:30 on Wednesday, the 5th. Don't forget, we also, as the game is over, we also will have girls basketball action this week on Somerville Ed TV. The Highlander girls basketball team facing off against Revere. Or I should say, yes, Revere. And that will be coming up tomorrow on the 4th at 6:30. As the Highlanders come away with the victory, they move their record to 8-7 on the season. Congratulations belatedly to Matt DeAngelis for his 100th point, which he accrued with a goal against Medford last week in an overtime loss. Also, congratulations to Chris Casesso as he notched his 100th point tonight with his second goal of the night. He needed 2, he got 2, and now he has 100 in his career. Highlanders have not had a 100-point scorer for 7 years, and this year they have 2 career 100-point scorers. Congratulations once again to Matt DeAngelis and Chris Casesso. That will do it for us from the vet. I'm going to put in a lozenge and come on back here on Wednesday for the Haverhill game. Thank you very much for watching at home. Thank you very much. Ben Martin on direction. Lenny Scaletta getting the win on camera tonight. Good job by Lenny. I'm Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV.